death toll is nearing 1,600 between Israel and Palestine as fighting continues in the Middle East tonight.
The area was divided into two states by the United Nations back in the 1940s, a Jewish state, Israel, and an Arab state, Palestine. Throughout the years, there has been fighting between the two states over who owned what land. Both claim Jerusalem as their capital.
And the Gaza Strip, while currently considered Palestinian land, is being blockaded by Israeli forces from the land, air, and sea, cutting off supplies to some 2 million people. Hamas, a Palestinian militant group, is currently governing the Gaza Strip, and they claim their main goal is to free Palestinians from occupation and reclaim large parts of Israel. They're also the ones who started the most recent conflict, shooting thousands of rockets on Saturday morning towards southern and central Israel. There are also reports Hamas kidnapped dozens of people and took them to Gaza as hostages.
Israel responded by declaring war and launching a massive counterattack in Gaza.
Now the United States is promising to support Israel. Tom Hauser spoke to Minnesota members of Congress and has their reaction to the fighting.
The scenes of missiles being fired at Israel from Hamas militants in the Gaza Strip and civilians being killed and taken hostage sparked outrage throughout much of the Western world. Minnesota Congressman Dean Phillips posted on X that the videos of Hamas depravity in Israel are among the most appalling images I've ever seen. There is no lower form of human than those who target innocent women and children and rejoice in their murder and torture. Nations of the world must unite against these monsters now.
The terrorists went from one house to another, killing children in front of their parents, mothers in front of their children. This is horrifying.
Yinham Cohen is Consul General of Israel to the Midwest, based in Chicago. Part of his job is to build and maintain support for Israel in 9 Midwestern states.
Massive support in the United States, starting with President Biden through governors, elected officials, and thousands of Midwesterners who just reach out to us to express their support.
Minnesota Congresswoman Ilhan Omar also reacted on social media, saying, "I condemn the horrific acts we are seeing unfold today in Israel against children, women, the elderly, and the unarmed people who are being slaughtered and taken hostage by Hamas. Such senseless violence will only repeat the back-and-forth cycle we've seen, which we cannot allow to continue." Cohen has been critical of another congresswoman, often allied with Omar, Rashida Tlaib of Michigan, who has declined to label Hamas a terrorist organization.
I don't think that today there's any decent person who can deny that Hamas is a brutal terrorist organization.
As Israel wages its counteroffensive, their defense minister says they're accessing pre-positioned U.S. military stockpiles, and the Pentagon is working with Israel to expedite additional orders for weapons. Tom Hauser, 5 Eyewitness News.